All right, guys, this is Chef K, and we're about to go into the couscous. Now, I know, but those of you who have had authentic Jamaican curry, they don't use couscous. But hey, this is Down and Out with Chef K, and I do what I do. All right, now let me explain to you what couscous is. Couscous is actually a type of grain. It is, this is tricolored couscous because the orange are made from carrot juice, and the green is of course made from vegetable product, and the white is just the grain. You have some that are almost as fine as powder, to where some are even as twice as big as this. Just depending on what region of the world you're in, just depending on what you're cooking, is just determining what type of couscous you'll use. The reason why I chose this, again, instead of rice for this traditional dish, is because I like the texture of the couscous, and it's gonna look really good when I do these vegetables, okay? We've got Mr. Snowman here, it's just plain old H2O. We're gonna add to this pot. You guys know I like cooking with high heat, so don't freak out. Just gonna add our water right into the pan. Just remember, in one of our shows I used a bouillon cube that was a vegetarian bouillon cube, but today I'm using just a simple bouillon cube. The reason why I use bouillon cubes instead of the broth is because the flavor is a lot more intense and it's a lot more concentrated. So that's the reason why I use these. The broth that you buy in a can, that's usually low sodium. It's not really high in flavor, but these pack a really good punch. And let that dissolve itself. We're gonna turn our heat down just a little bit because we don't want to run out of water while we're cooking. Because couscous is not like rice at all. Again, couscous is not like rice at all. It immediately absorbs the liquid that it's being cooked in, and it swells almost to double its size. Whereas with rice, you actually have to cook the rice grain. You have to cook the rice grain, and then you have to actually cover it and let it cook some more. Just putting that right in. And we're just gonna let that mix together. Here is where you can add different types of herbs. If you've got, you know, some dry herbs that you really like, or some type of seasoning that you like, or that you want your couscous to taste like, now is the time. I'm gonna get this couscous cooked because the bam is gonna come when I hook it up with these vegetables. All right, guys, those of you who know Chef K know that back in the day, I had dreadlocks that were 10 years long, and I can feel them growing after I'm tasting this curry. Here comes the crucial part of it. What I have here are some diced potatoes. Again, we're cooking straight healthy. We're not using any flour, we're not using any roux, we're not using any cornstarch. We're gonna use the natural thickening agents of these potatoes to turn our Jamaican curry into the real deal. So we're just gonna throw those right in, mix those in. Now that we've added those potatoes, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover it for about another 20 minutes just to allow those potatoes to steam inside and for that curry flavor to start to penetrate it. And then we're gonna uncover it, and those potatoes are gonna begin to explode with flavor as they absorb the curry, okay? All right, food fam, check this out. We're going into yet another element of this wonderful dish. What we're gonna do today is we're gonna do fried plantains. Now, for plantains, they may look like a banana, but they're not. They're totally in the banana family, but if you go to the grocery store and buy a plantain and think you're gonna peel it and bite into it like a banana, you're not gonna like it unless you're used to it. Because what it is with plantains, plantains are a lot more fibrous, which means that when you bite into a banana, a ripe banana, it's soft and smooth to the bite. But with plantains, it's more of a fibrous, it's more woody, a little bit harder, but when plantains ripen, then they become really, really soft and really, really sweet, and they're actually almost orange when you cook them. Got some baby bok choy. I've got some sugar snap peas. These are the bottoms of the baby bok choy that I've cut in slivers, because again, whenever you're cooking on high heat, you want to be mindful. You want to be mindful of the size of your cuts, because you want them all to get done at the same time and taste really good. So we're going to go ahead and add our yellow peppers. Get those going. Our carrots. We've got some mushrooms, some baby portobellos. We've got some sun-dried tomatoes. I added those just to give it a little twang to it. And we've got some fresh thyme, and we've got some peas.